So we have a fair coin that we roll it 10 times, and we want to calculate the probability of rolling exactly 2 heads out of the 10 possible attempts. That falls into the binomial distribution characteristics because it's either heads or tails, and every experiment has absolutely the same consistent probabilities of rolling a head and rolling a tail. So the way we calculate that, you go menu, and then you go to probability, and then you go all the way down here where is the distributions. Now, there's a bunch of distributions there, right? We only gonna deal with 2 distributions, the binomial distribution and the normal distribution for the MAA SL course. Actually, the MAA HL course only does those 2 distributions as well. So we're not gonna bother with the normal distribution now. We're gonna scroll all the way down here where is the binomial distribution, right? And there's 2 options there. There's the binomial PDF, which I will explain what it does, and there's the binomial CDF. Then afterwards, there's the inverse binomial and the inverse binomial something, whatever n is that. We never use inverse binomials. So these are the only 2 options, the probability density function, the PDF, or the cumulative probability density function. Let me just explain the difference between those 2. For the problem that we are dealing with today, because we want to find the probability of an exact thing happening, so the probability of rolling exactly, of flipping exactly 2 heads out of 10 trials with a coin, that's going to be a PDF. That calculates an exact probability of an event happening. The CDF is cumulative. So it answers question, calculate the probability, right, of tossing out to 2 coins. So this one, the CDF, if you choose the CDF, and I will do it later, and put for x is equal to 2, that calculates the probability of rolling 0, or 1, or 2, and it sums it up. So let's see kind of like how that works. If we go for the PDF, then you are presented with that box here, which says, what was the number of trials of your experiment? We said we're going to roll it 10 times, right? So this one's going to become a 10. Then the probability of success, that's going to be 0.5. Then the x value corresponds to the probability that I'm trying to calculate. What do I want to calculate? The probability of rolling 2 heads, right?
Yeah.
So that x becomes equal to 2. Then you press tab and you hit OK, and that gives you the probability of rolling 2 heads once you flip a coin, having 2 heads once you flip a coin 10 times. That's what that means. You write exactly what you see here, including the binom PDF 10, 0.5, 2, if you're doing on an actual paper, because we need to be able to judge to see what you did, right? And then you just put the probability, and then you round it to 3 significant figures. But everything you see there on the screen has to be printed on your exam, right? And then the rounding. Now, if I want to calculate, let's say, what's going to happen for 1, right? I can go 1 up until I highlight that part, hit enter, and I don't have to go through the process again. Then I can go and change this one and make it into 1, and that will give me the probability of rolling 1 head out of 10, flipping 1 head out of 10 times. And if I want to calculate the probability of 0 heads, again I can go through the same process, highlight it, bring it down, and then go here, press 0, and I'm good. Yeah? Equally, if I want to calculate the 10 or whatever. Now let me show you the CDF as well. The CDF would have been the cumulative, so it will answer, calculate the probability of rolling up to 2 heads, right? Which means we go menu and then probability, which is here, and then distributions, which is here. Then we go to binomial CDF. Be careful, it's 1 down from the screen you see, so it's a little bit hidden. And if I choose the CDF, it will say how many cumulative probability, number of trials, probability of success, right? That cumulative probability here has to be what? a 2. Number of trials, 10. Probability of success, 0.5. Yeah?
What is matrix?
You don't want that part for now. If you hit OK, oh,
Giannis.
what is my domain error? I have to put 0 to 2. Wait, let's do that again. Menu, probability, distribution, CDF,
It's 50%.
number of trials, probability success. Okay, because I've chosen a different screen. That's why it didn't work. That's the correct one. Number of trials is 10. Probability of success is going to be 0.5. The lower bound is going to be 0 because I want up to 2. Or I want up to 2. I could have gone to more than 5. Does that make sense? More than 5 heads. So I could have put kind of like 5 as my lower boundary, and then as an upper boundary 10 heads. Does that make sense?
Can you put infinite?
Infinite, but you don't have infinite trials.
Yeah, but if you just have to roll 5 heads and you don't have like a set number of trials you have to do that in, and can you use that method?
Let me finish that and then I will understand your question. And that gives you the probability of rolling for the same experiment from 5 until 10. You can even restrict it. Find the probability that we do the same experiment, right? And we go between 3 and 6 kind of like heads, right?
Probability of success. Is it always 0?